What's going on? You see the thumbnail. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to tell you guys about the things that I wish I did different in my 20s. Like, I was really confused in my 20s and I made a whole bunch of mistakes. So here's my 3 top things I would redo if I could. Tip number 1, I would have stayed single. So during my high school year, I didn't have any girlfriends till the very end. And it was because I was having so much fun from being a freshman till a senior. I had a lot of fun, slept with a lot of women. I enjoyed myself. When I turned 19, I got in a relationship for the wrong reasons. I didn't have nowhere to live, so I needed a roommate. I don't like dudes, so I got this girl. She was my girlfriend. As soon as she graduated high school, we got an apartment on the beach. Those are her terms. If you want me to leave my parents' home, you need to put me on the beach. So I did it. Now, our relationship was fine until she wanted to move back home. She got tired of paying bills because it was 50-50, and she wanted to move back home, which put me in a different state because I couldn't afford no more to live in California. Gas was $5 an hour and $5 a gallon, and I had to move to Oklahoma. Now, I don't regret dating this girl, but I do regret putting energy into a relationship when I could have just been on my own. I could have figured it out and not invested into that woman or into that situation because it ended so quickly. Like, I put every dollar I had into that apartment and I had to leave it because I couldn't afford it without her. So I truly believe that it's easier to struggle by yourself, and it's better to learn how to navigate through life by yourself. So that way, when you do acquire your purpose and your skills, you're able to give a woman the best option. The best option isn't 50-50. I'm gonna make another video about that. But I wasted her time and my time, just because I dated her for the wrong reasons. My intent on being her boyfriend was for her to pay half my rent. So if I could go back, I would have just been her friend. She would have helped me. I could have had multiple friends. I could have got roommates. I could have did so many different things, but not wasted her time moving to the beach, all that money and time I spent into this woman, and she spent it to me because it was short-lived. Now, I know you're thinking, well, what if she's the one? When you don't know who you are and you don't know what your purpose is, you can't find the one. You're just settling. You have attraction for someone and you're forcing something, because how can someone be the one when you don't even know who you are? It takes time to learn you and what's going to inspire and motivate you. Like, it takes time to learn who you are as a man. So being in a relationship is only going to end in bad things, and not like detrimental. When I say bad things, I mean like marriage young and a child young. That is bad for a man, because more than likely, well, let's just say you run the risk of ending in divorce and a broken home, because neither one of you guys know who you are. So I'm not against marriage. I love women. I think marriage is fucking special. But if you look at the way that we do it, we get married and we get divorced. Divorce is at an all-time high. And the thing is, women file 80% of divorces for 3 reasons: lack of intimacy, lack of finances, and infidelity. So if women are filing divorces, that means that they are not happy with their selection of men, meaning that it is better for you to find out who you are, become the best version of yourself, and see what women you attract and make a selection from that. I think the proper age to be committed is at least 25, because by that time, you're growing out of all your little bullshit boy phases and you're on your way to being a strong man. You have to understand that your frontal lobe isn't fully developed until you're about 25 years old. And you're not going to reach your prime until you're like 30. And you won't even reach your financial stride until you're 30, 35, 45, 50, depending on the person and the purpose that you have. But if you're not in a relationship, it gives you more time to figure stuff out. It is so much easier to travel and move and jump out of situations by yourself than it is with a woman. And you have to understand that it is your job as a man to lead women. So if you're in a relationship with a woman and you're not even in a position to lead, she can't follow you, meaning she's going to be doing other things that are going to probably set you off, and you're probably going to set her off. So it's not going to work. And I don't like forcing something to work. Like, I don't like the saying, oh, stay in it for the kids, or let's just try to make it work. It shouldn't be that hard. Like, my wife that I have now, we bump heads sometimes, But we don't have to make shit work because we love each other. We know who we are as individuals. She knows her purpose, I know my purpose, and we come together and we build each other up. So it's a whole different vibe from then my first marriage and my first 3 girlfriends. Like, none of that shit was relevant to what I'm doing now. So I would change my relationship status in my 20s, and I would have stayed single until I got my purpose off the floor and I was fully mature enough to get a woman. Because it's not hard to get women, it's hard to maintain them. So you always want to be the best option. And I promise you guys, 50-50 is not a good option for a woman. We'll talk about that later. Second thing I would do different in my 20s if I could is I would have stayed fucking sober. I know none of you guys want to hear that. You guys are living your life, smoking your weed, drinking your beer, but I want to let you know that alcohol is a depressant and weed slows you down. Now, there are some health benefits of smoking weed, but let's be straight. Most of us get high to get high. It has nothing to do with health benefits. We get dummy stoned and we're dumbfounded. So not only is it going to slow you down with your purpose, but it's also unattractive. Like, women of high caliber don't like that shit. They don't like men being drunk, and they don't like dudes being too high. Like, being able to be in control is fine, but a lot of us don't have no control. We just party. And you're gonna realize that you might be 20 now, but one day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna be 30. And if you don't take your 20s serious, you will regret it. So I'm not saying not to party and not to have fun. You can do that in moderation. But Monday through Thursday, at least you should be grinding, going to school, building a trade, starting a business, doing something constructive with your life, because you are a man and men have to provide and lead. You have to have purpose. Your life will be fulfilled with purpose, not money. Millionaires commit suicide every day. So I want you guys to find your purpose. Pursue fitness more than you drink. If you drink and smoke weed more than you run and work out, then there's a fucking problem. I want you to reverse that. I want you to work out more than you party, and find the line and enjoy it. Be moderate about it. In moderation is okay, but if you're just going to school for something that you don't even want to learn to make your parents happy, and you're just partying and smoking and doing shit like that, you will regret it later, because you're going to be my age and not know what you're supposed to do with your life. So figure it out first and celebrate later. All right, so the third tip is I would have pursued my purpose 100%. So I'm gonna give myself some credit. I did pursue what I thought was my purpose, rap, for a while. But there was a point in time where I knew that I wasn't supposed to pursue it no more, but my pride wouldn't let me take that L. And that's something that's very important, is sometimes you just gotta take an L and pick up where you left off and go somewhere else. So if I could go back, I would have started pursuing something totally different than that aspect of being a rapper, because there's more things to being a rapper that I wanted to do. For me, I wanted to help other people be great. I wanted to help other artists, but I was so prideful that I couldn't let my own career go when I knew I should have. So I would have definitely pursued my purpose all my 20s before I had a family and everything like that, because when I gave up on music, I created a family. I was like, okay, well, I don't have purpose, so my kids will be my purpose. And that's not a man's purpose. Like, we're not supposed to think that way. We shouldn't ever think that way. We should always pursue something and let the fruits of our labors create a family. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. This is the Boys to Men channel. My intent is to help young men become the best version of themselves by teaching them how to become the person that attracts what they seek. Please subscribe, and I will catch you back next Monday.